With the emerging Diddy accusations saying that Hollywood is run by Matthew McConaughey came out and said there is an initiation process in order to rise up in the ranks of Hollywood.
But I have had moments where I was on stage receiving an award in front of my peers in Hollywood. And there were people in the crowd that I have prayed with before dinners many times. And when I thank God, I saw some of those people go to clap, but then notice that, whoa, that's a bad thing on my resume, and then sit back on their hands.
David Geffen reached out to me to be in Dreamgirls. And yeah, man, it just didn't happen. And I think everybody hit me about this joint too. I had Eddie Murphy hit me, man, Brandy hit me.
There's always a reason. You don't get in your car and just sit there, you go to the grocery store.
Hollywood is often called the land of dreams. But behind the lights and cameras, there is another side that few talk about. It is a place that can create stars just as quickly as it can destroy them. Fame in Hollywood may seem lasting, but in truth, it is fragile and often comes with conditions. One mistake or one refusal to follow the rules, and even the biggest stars can suddenly be pushed aside by the same system that once praised them. The word blacklist might sound old, but in the entertainment world, it still quietly exists. Many stars believe Hollywood has its own way of making people disappear from the spotlight without ever saying why. One actor who has openly shared his own experience with this is Matthew McConaughey. His career, filled with both big successes and tough struggles, gives us a glimpse into how this hidden system works. What McConaughey went through also connects to other stars who have faced similar struggles, from comedians like Cat Williams to legends like Eddie Murphy. In the early 2000s, McConaughey became the king of romantic comedies. He was charming, bankable, and unstoppable. Movies like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and Failure to Launch made him a household name. But even during his success, McConaughey began to feel stuck. He wanted deeper, more meaningful roles, yet the scripts he kept receiving were all the same light-hearted comedies.
Actor Matthew McConaughey says there's an initiation process in Hollywood, discusses saying perhaps there's actually a way that you need to behave and things you might need to do in order to move forward. In an exclusive interview with People magazine, Oscar-winning actor Matthew McConaughey shared that there is an initiation process in Hollywood. Many of us have become familiar with images like this: Harvey Weinstein, Oprah Winfrey, and the scared faces of young women and men who continually move around saying, hey, maybe we were forced to do things in order to get our roles. Now, the star of Lincoln Lawyer shared with People magazine directly that he has had his highs and lows as an actor, but essentially had to find out the hard way how Hollywood operates. And what did he mean by the hard way? Well, I think we know. McConaughey stated, overall, I believe there's been inherent goodwill for me, but it did not keep me from figuring out my own initiation into the industry. He goes on to say directly that there's a lot of things you learn after years of being in Hollywood, and you go, well, why didn't they tell me that in year 2? Because there's an initiation process, added McConaughey. Now, this comes in light of the, obviously we've had the Epstein allegations, manipulating Hollywood actors and politicians. We had, the whole Me Too movement showing a lot of that stuff. And then people are bringing up what's going on with Diddy. There's a video, obviously, people talk about Diddy and the game partying with Justin Bieber, saying he's a bad boy. Has people wondering if being assaulted is what the word is code for. I'm not entirely sure, but watch this clip.
Bad boy. Oh, he's bad boy now. It's a rock out alert. It's called He's Bad Boy Now. Bad boy.
Now, Bieber did open up about, the potential that he had been, molested as a child. People say he was sodomized. These are all allegations, and I don't like to get into those, but there is a bombshell investigation on Diddy directly talking about this trafficking operation where people were sort of taken advantage of and put in a position to give favors or to be just completely raped in order to get ahead in Hollywood. Now, I don't know what's true and what's not because we'll have to wait for the court hearings to occur. But the thing is, this is common, and I think that's what Matthew McConaughey is opening up about. Now, the craziest thing is that people don't understand how serious Hollywood and how corrupted it really is. We're not talking about mistakes people make. We're not just talking about, we're talking about, people and raping people. Violent. It's pretty insane stuff. but it's very commonplace. I'm from Los Angeles, and the kind of things that people have, asked me if I wanted to do or to get into the industry, or things that I'd be willing to do, I gotta say, yeah, I'm not down with that, so I didn't get involved in it. And I've never even got up into Hollywood, so I don't know what Matthew McConaughey went through, but I can't imagine it's anything amazing.
When McConaughey finally turned down those roles, the offers didn't just slow down, they stopped completely. He has spoken openly about that time, saying it felt like an invisible hand had locked him out. The industry that once called him every day suddenly went silent. For almost 2 years, he waited with no work in sight. To him, this wasn't just bad luck. It was a quiet punishment for refusing to keep playing the role Hollywood wanted for him. But his patience eventually paid off. Directors rediscovered his talent through films like Mud and Dallas Buyers Club. He calls this period his career pause, and it clearly shows how Hollywood can apply pressure by starving an actor of opportunities. The message is simple: stay in your lane or disappear. McConaughey survived, but many others have not been as fortunate. What happened to him isn't just a personal story. It's part of a larger pattern repeated with countless stars. In Hollywood, silence and obedience are often rewarded, while independence and honesty can bring punishment. That's why so many celebrities have shared similar stories.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Take Tippi Hedren, the star of Alfred Hitchcock's classic The Birds. Years later, she revealed that Hitchcock tried to control her both professionally and personally. When she refused his advances, her career opportunities disappeared almost overnight. Brendan Fraser, beloved for films like The Mummy and George of the Jungle, has shared how speaking out about misconduct led to Hollywood shutting its doors on him for more than a decade. Monique, an Academy Award-winning actress, explained how she was pushed aside after refusing to give in to certain demands, despite her undeniable talent. Each of these stories points to the same truth. When stars choose integrity over compliance, the industry often finds ways to silence them. McConaughey's story is just one example, but it fits into a larger pattern: how blacklisting has quietly shaped careers for decades.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right, we'll be right back with more right after this.
Recently, Eddie Murphy's name was pulled into this discussion through a viral rumor. A YouTube video claimed that Murphy testified in a federal trial against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing him of driving Murphy out of Hollywood. The video spread quickly and gained massive attention before it was proven false. Murphy never testified, and he never accused Diddy of hurting his career. Still, the fact that so many people believe the story shows how easily audiences connect the struggles of legendary performers to the influence of powerful figures in the industry.
Why haven't anybody came out defending Diddy? All these celebrity friends he have, and nobody came out.
They brand. It's all about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America liked that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies. They not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them. And they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. that's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he haven't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man didn't lead them probably, allegedly led them to damnation, because those people's hearts are gonna be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh. So a lot of them, like what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man.
Hollywood has always sold itself as a dream factory, but behind the curtain, the truth is far more complicated. The stories of stars like McConaughey, Hedren, Fraser, Monique, and many others remind us that fame often comes with a price. The question is, how many more voices will step forward to reveal what really happens in the shadows? If you found this eye-opening, share it with others, and let's keep the conversation alive.